Hey guys, welcome back to the Missouri Public Hunter YouTube channel. Today we're taking some deer meat, adding some pork fat to it, running it through a grinder. We're gonna add some seasoning. We're gonna stuff these bad boys. Can you figure it out yet? We are making jalapeno cheddar summer sausage with venison deer meat. I walk you through this process from start to finish, every step of the way. This is how I do it. If you're looking for a good recipe, an easy one to do that tastes amazing, this video is for you. Now, if you've been following along, you remember when I shot my buck and did a processing video. If you don't follow my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Go back, watch this hunt where I harvest this 8-point buck with my rifle this year, and then I follow it up with, let's get the bad boy out of the woods, get him back to the house, and then go through another separate video of how do I skin, process, debone, cut, package my meat, and what all the different cuts that I get used for. This is the first meat video after that one. This is jalapeno summer sausage. What's up, guys? This kitchen's dirty. We live in it, don't care. Number 2, I'm on vacation. I'm wearing Crocs and jogging pants and I don't even care. So if you can get past that, let's work on some deer meat. Got a grinder set up here. This is a Megaforce 3000 series. Just got it on Amazon. Used it last year, worked great. Jalapeno summer sausage kit, pork butts, pork fat, high temp cheddar, deal with me? That's fat from pigs we slaughtered ourselves. This is a pork butt I bought at the store. I'm gonna cube it up, add it to that, and then we'll put our deer meat in. Very small bone in that one. I thawed all this meat out yesterday, and what I've done is I've cut the bottoms of the bags and put them in the sink, just letting them slowly bleed out while I'm kind of getting stuff set up here. All right, keep this in mind, guys. My meat tubs aren't big enough to do 30 pounds of meat at once, so I'm basically breaking it up into 2 equal tubs. We have about 8 pounds, 9 pounds of venison, and then we've got about 3 pounds probably of pork fat. We're gonna run that through the grinder a couple of times. I do wanna point out on the grinder, we're gonna start with a larger, I don't know what that thing's called. Basically, it's got bigger holes. You wanna start with that while it's chunky like this. After we get it broken down, we'll switch to the smaller one and get it a lot finer. That's the one we'll end up with right there. Same thing, different bunch of meat. I bought this kit at Bass Pro. Comes with enough to do whatever variation you want, but I'm gonna do the 30 pounds, which is this entire kit. You need 24 pounds of meat and 6 pounds of pork to use both of the seasonings and the cure and all of the casing. So this whole kit, you need 30 pounds total combined meat. This one's 11.37 plus 20 puts us at like 32. So the first step is you want to soak these in hot water. All right, those are soaking. those off to the side. And like I said, guys, if you want to use this kit, you don't have to do 30 pounds. It breaks it all the way down to doing one casing, which is one of those at a time. I'm just gonna do enough for the whole year. We got our casing soaking in hot water. Since we're doing 30 pounds, we're gonna use both packets of Cure and both packets of seasoning, and we're gonna put all this into one bowl. That's too small of a bowl. That's better. So what I'm doing now is just basically checking to make sure there's no clumps of anything. It's all broken up real fine, except for the chunks of jalapeno, which smells, guys, that smells amazing. We're gonna add this seasoning into this meat. So all you gotta do is unscrew that big guy. Get that out of the way. And then while I'm here, I will actually pull that plug of stuff out. Put that guy back in. That's all there is to it. So we didn't film every bit of that. Basically, all I've been doing is hand mixing the Cure and the seasoning into the meat and running it through the grinder, just trying to get an even spread on the Cure and the seasoning, which I think I've accomplished now. So I'm gonna cut this in half, move half of it over here. About as even as it's gonna get. This is high temp cheddar. I got this on Amazon, I want to say, from the Meat Man. It's called Ask the Meat Man. 2.5 pounds per 25 pounds of meat after the last grind. Do not grind the cheese through your grinder with the meat. This stuff will just clump it up. So after you're seasoned, cured, and ground up as much as you want to be, we're going to split this in half, add half to each container. Don't want to eat that. Or that. Once you got your cheese in there, basically you're just going to do what you've been doing for the last hour and a half. Mix it. Now we're gonna switch our grinder over to stuffing. So what we're gonna do is take this out, we're gonna put this in, and then this. Put that bad boy on there. Put that guy on here. Good and snug, ready to roll. All right. When doing these casings come with one end tied and the other end is open like this. So get you some butcher's twine, little roll of string here. And as we fill these up, we're gonna cut pieces of this off to tie off the other end. What you wanna do is take one of your casings, open it up, and you're gonna feed it on the end of this, and you wanna just keep coming all the way on till you get just almost to the end of it. Like that. We're gonna load our grinder tray up again. We're gonna turn this on, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna shove this down in here. At the same time, I'm gonna keep a lot of pressure on this thing and just let this slowly work its way. You wanna keep it full. You don't want any air in there. So you wanna hold kind of tight and let it fill itself up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Slide that off there. Okay. Ooh, that might be a little full. I mean, that is right there. Twist that up tight. Take a piece of this butcher's twine. This is hard to do by yourself. There you go. Basically, you're gonna do this 9 more times until you have 10 of these things. Okay, this is the last one. I ended up a little heavy. Instead of 10, this is number 11. Luckily, I had another pack of these casings. I know I skipped ahead a little bit, and the reason is, who wants to watch me play with my meat for 2 hours?
Oh, look at him like a singer. Oh, sexy man, sexy man.
Once you've got them all stuffed, put them in the fridge. See you in 24 hours. It is the next morning. It's been in the fridge overnight. We're gonna take it out and let it sit on the counter for a couple hours. Now, what you want to do is let these come up to room temperature before you start to smoke them. So I'm going to let them sit here on the counter for an hour or two. Just kind of walk by and feel them. I don't want them to feel cold anymore. In the meantime, I am dangerously low on pellets. We're going to take a trip to town and go pick up some pellets, and I need a new meat thermometer because ours is being kind of weird. So let's go do that. Hey, cat dog. Morning. Lovely. Dawson's Hot Wheels. That is a sexy looking ride, boy. Look at this, going down the driveway. Look what we got right here.
Get in my belly!
I like turkeys. Those Crocs might have been a bad idea while it's raining. Now that I'm thinking about that, my right foot's wet. Here we go. Hickory blend. I think that'll do. Do we have to get a battery for it? No, they got every other language on here. Okay. Kind of just a generally crappy day. I thought about trying to get out to the woods a little bit, but second guessing that. I think we're gonna pivot. We'll stay close to the smoker and keep an eye on this sausage, and I think I'll just edit stuff. You know how sometimes stuff happens and then you just put it off? Yeah, I'm paying that debt now. So last night I was out here messing around closing up the shop, and the chain came off this big door and I just walked away. So before we're gonna be able to open that door, I gotta get up there and put that chain back on that pulley. She broke my heart, so I broke her jaw. Oh, dangerously low. Probably good enough to do what we're after today. All right, we're gonna let that heat up, and as soon as the sausages are up to room temperature, we're gonna throw them in here. The instructions that they send with this thing says to start it out 120 degrees for an hour, then 140 for an hour, 160 for 30 minutes, 180 until internal temperature is 156 degrees. My smoker won't go that low, or if it does, I don't know how. I can get it down to 155, so we're gonna start at 155. Oh shoot, I can't do that. We're gonna have to raise that thing.
They come in, they're like, so how do you feel about, oh, hi, sorry.
Let me just load it. Actually, will you film this? I did this last year, but I just went and bought these little hooks. You get like a 10 or 12 pack of them, and I hang them up in here on that top grate. My strings are a little bit long, so I shortened them up by putting a knot in. And then all you're gonna do is hang that string on that hook, just like that. And we're gonna fill this all up with them. That's all in the smoker. We're at temperature. Gonna let it do its thing. We're gonna let it go at 155 for 2 hours. And then we're gonna bump it to 180 until it's at temp. And that's what we're gonna do. See you in a couple hours. Feel better now that you got that shot? They're done. We're gonna put them on an ice bath for about 10 minutes. Get ice on them. And cold water.
He's getting ours.
At 9:20, we're gonna come back at you with the cast cam.
Yeah.
The cast cam will be coming. What is it gonna do?
It's coming right back at ya.
What's it gonna do?
It's coming right back at ya.
At 9:20, and then we're gonna cut the sausage
She's not very good at this.
into sections, and we're gonna package them individually so we can thaw them out and eat them one at a time inside a butthole.
Wait, what?
It's been a long day. We started at turning on the smoker to done 11 and a half hours.
Tired. I am worn out.
Yeah, I know, me too.
You haven't done anything.
Last year, I cut my sausages into thirds, and it was a little bit too much.
Oh. Some cheese bits.
The cheese, the jalapeno. Looks like a pretty even mix. That is pretty dang good. I will package these as such. That is a single serving to me. That goes perfectly with one block of cheese and one sleeve of crackers. So I'm gonna cut the rest of these up like that.
I don't know, I just...
There we go.
Do you eat the skin?
No. You wanna take the casing off.
Cut your cheese.
Cut the cheese. All right. I like to do a cracker. I like the club cracker. A piece of Colby Jack. A piece of jalapeno cheddar. Another.
Like a whole frickin' sandwich.
Like an adult
like a
redneck
Lunchable. Do you think anyone's ever completely honest, like if it's actually gross? After they work so hard on it, they're like, oh, it's disgusting.
It took 2 freaking days, but.
I mean, you know, that's part of it.
We're gonna box it up. Thanks for watching. We love y'all. Okay.
Bye.
Gall dang.